Hey guys, my name is Rishabh Raj and I'm a second year student at BITS Pilani. And in this video, I would be doing the analysis of the first round cutoffs in comparison to the 2020 cutoffs as well as to the first round of 2020 cutoffs. So this is going to be a very detailed analysis and I hope इससे आपको पूरा idea लग जाएगा कि how has the cutoffs changed and I'll also predict that how much will the cutoffs fall. This will give you a very good idea what will be your branch in the last. And also this is just an estimation. This estimated cutoffs are quite true, okay, because this have been taken from the BitSat queries group, and I would also give you the link. You should also fill those Google form. If you think that these cutoffs are not true, then if you fill that Google form and give your marks in that, then they would update this. Okay, I'll start now. Okay, so first of all I'll start with CSE. So the thing with CS is that it has started at the marks of 395 and in Goa it's 367 and in Hyderabad it's 360. Let's see what was the scenario in 2020's first round cutoff. So it was 398, 372, 363. So I think it's quite similar, only a difference of like 4 or 5 marks, which is not a lot. So that means that the craze for CS is the same as previous year. It is estimated that the questions were a bit difficult this year and that is why there has been uh, you know less marks have come, and that is why the cutoffs were expected to fall and that is why they have fallen. Also the fees has also increased, but it has not increased a lot. It has only increased like 1 lakh, I guess. So I don't think fees has played a very big role because in 2020 also the fees was high. This year also the fees is high. So yeah, I don't think fees has played a very big issue. The thing is the difficulty of questions. So okay, this is the first thing. So first of all, we are in CS. So I would like to tell you that there has not been a lot of change in CS. Let's move on to Triple E. So with Triple E, let's see what's the scenario. We'll see Triple E, ECE, ENI. So Triple E is at 341, ECE at 360, ENI at 340. You see, Triple E and ENI's difference is very less. That means people have understood that Triple E and ENI is not very different. The courses are also same, and ECE courses are also same. But you would think, why is ECE's cutoff high? Because people have a certain kind of notion that ECE will have better IT opportunities, which is true to some extent, not a lot. And if we check first round cutoffs of the 2021, then Triple E was at 364 and yeah 355 ENI. So the thing is that it has again remained same, I guess. This thing has again remained same, but because ECE has been introduced, it has brought a decrease of like 5 marks to the cutoffs. Okay, that you can understand. But let's see ECE Goa, it's 337 and it was 351 last year. It is a very significant, like it's like 15 marks difference. So why is this? This is because of the introduction of ECE at Pilani, and many people are preferring ENI Pilani over ECE Goa. This is another reason for this. So many people want that. I want Pilani campus and all because of that also. This was also my reason also. But that time ECE Pilani was not there. Okay, and if we see Hyderabad is at 360, 322, 333. So all Goa and Hyderabad are quite comparable, I would say. Oh, there is a difference of like 7-8 marks, but yeah, both campuses are also comparable and the cutoffs also generally Hyderabad is around 5 marks less than Goa. So if we move ahead and see chemical and civil, so what was the previous time? It was around 314 and 304, but this time it is 295 and 283. So this is a very significant drop. It's like 20 marks. So people have started keeping dual degree above chemical. That is one of the reasons I feel. And yeah, 292, 279, there is a lot of drop. People don't want chemical and civil, I guess, a lot. That can be one reason. So this can be one reason. If we come out to manufacturing and mechanical, so if you see manufacturing and civil are at same, and these are the same trends, I guess. Here also people are not preferring that much. Mechanical is at 320, 301 and 292. If we see this year, mechanical was at 334, 321 and 310. So mechanical has seen a drop of 14 marks, and I would say in general this year, if we leave, triple E, ENI, ECE of Pilani and CS of all campuses, every other branch has seen a dip of like 15 marks. This is what I feel, because if you see ENI at Goa is at 315, which was last year at 328, so it's around 13 marks. And then you see ECE is at 333, that is ECE Hyderabad, and it was at 346, so it's again 13 marks. So yeah, every branch, so this was the early estimate that it has dropped around 15 marks. Let's move ahead. You can see these numbers. If we see dual degree also very important. Let's see what is happening there. So if we look at one thing, that the cutoffs of physics, MSc Physics at Goa, it is exactly 281. So all of the people who have around 280 or who have 281 have got MSc Physics, but at 282 they have got MSc Maths, and below 281 they may have got Bioscience. So that's the thing. It's very small difference. And that's what I was saying, that at 279 you have got chemical at Goa. So people have started preferring dual physics over chemical at Goa, and the same things lies here also. Maybe at Pilani people are preferring chemical above 295 and MSc Physics at 283. And now one of the most sought after dual branches is economics. Let's look at it. It is at 301, and if we look at the previous years, one of the things is this. Let's look at the previous year. It was 308 MSc Physics, and this is 283. So it's a difference of 25 marks. 25 marks difference. That's huge. And if we look at economics, it has also fallen by 25 marks. So dual has fallen by 25 marks in Pilani. And let's look at Goa. If we look at Goa, it was at 295 and it is right now at 281. So it's around 14 marks. And what is happening with this? Mathematics 298, 282, it's around 16 marks. If we look at economics, it was at 310, it's at 299. So economics has not fallen a lot, it's like 11 marks, because I think MSc Eco is one of the most sought after one. So that's the thing. Okay, and you can also look at Hyderabad. The numbers are exactly same. That is why I'm not discussing about every campus. So I think one of the major things that has happened is Pilani campus. In Pilani campus, people are preferring single degree over dual degree, and in Goa campus, people are preferring dual degree over single degree. Why is this happening? I don't know, but this could be a good sign for the people who are looking for dual degree in Pilani campus, because they can easily get their desired branch. So yeah, most of the people have got their desired branch in their first round cutoffs only, and there are high chances that cutoffs would fall. So how much will it fall? That is what we are going to discuss now. So if we look at this, what I want to show you is that let's choose one single branch. Okay, let me choose MSc Physics at Pilani. It starts at 308 in the first round, then it goes to 306, then 303, then 300, then 296, and then 285. So what do I want to show you by this is that it starts at around 308 marks, and then in the last round it's gone to 285. So in general, what I mean is that in any branch you would see a minimum of 15 marks drop in 6 rounds. This happens generally in all the counseling. Okay, in every counseling this happens, because especially this time also, the thing is that in the first 3 rounds people hold their seats. Why they hold their seats? Let's assume this situation. So why will people hold their seats? Because JEE main result would come. Let's see when will the JEE main result come. So the thing is that it is expected that JEE main results would come around September 7, 8, something like this. Okay, I don't know the exact date. Maybe this would come something like this. So what will happen is that in the first round and second round, people will hold their seat. Mostly people will pay those 2,70,000 if they have got their seat. and they will hold it. But once JEE main result comes, then in the third round, okay, the third round is on September 13th. So I guess there would be a drop in September 13th because JEE main results would come and people would know what branch they can expect and all in NITs and all. So people who would get a very good branch in NIT and will have a very good result in JEE main would maybe leave. So you would expect a drop in September 13 wala because there is not attention of refund and all, which I made a video previously also. So people will not drop easily, they will wait a lot, okay, unless they find their best option. So you can expect that first and second would be like same, and then in third there will be a small drop, like you could average drop, like you can consider a drop like 5 marks drop like this you can expect. And then let's see when is the fourth is on September 21. So I don't think there is something on September 21, so you can expect third and fourth to be same. This could be more also, so you can expect third and fourth to be same. What will happen after that? Now after 4th of September, sorry, now after fourth round, that is 21 September, there will be a fifth round on 29 September. If it's October 8, then people would by that time know their JEE Advance, how their JEE Advance has gone, what is the answer key and what ranks can they expect, and they would have a fair idea what they should do. Okay, so again few students will leave, few students will come from waiting list, and these things would happen. And so this time in the fifth or sixth round, you could expect a drop of like 10 marks. Okay, you could expect a drop of like 10 marks. So that is why I'm saying that in total there could be a drop of 15 marks from now also. Okay, there could be a drop of 15 marks from now also. So that is why I think there are high chances that you can now understand what branch could be your last branch. Okay, and this is just an estimation. Okay, so my final remarks is that I expect the cutoffs to drop by around 15 marks from first round to sixth round. And also, if you think that some seats will remain empty if people will leave after JEE Advanced result, and what will happen, so there are chances of a seventh round. As well as one more thing can happen, that if there are very less seats, then those vacant seats can go to the dual degree students. Seats will be increased for them, so you don't have to take a lot of tension about that. And I hope this video would have cleared all your doubts, and thank you for watching.